All right, me and Dakota went to go get something to eat, and I am back, and I am feeling a little less overwhelmed because I made a kind of a to-do list on my whiteboard. There are 2 other teachers here tonight, and we are all planning on staying a long time. So that's good because I'm not alone in the building because it gets so creepy at night, and I don't feel weird for wanting to stay so late. So let me show you my to-do list. This is just what popped into my head, and it looks horribly scraggly. So get all the books onto the shelves, move the cubby shelf to wherever I think I want it to go, put all of the magnetic letters onto that cart over there because I realized one of the other first grade teachers told me that it's magnetic, and I didn't know that. So that's a perfect thing for kids to use the magnetic letters on. Hang the bookshelf lights. Decide where the storage cabinet will go. So I've got to figure out, I won't be able to move it, but I can decide where I want it, hopefully. Hang a table cover on the Chromebook cart desk. So I want to cover that maybe with a plastic table cover, and put all of my party supplies in either that locker or this cabinet. So the party supplies are these that I got at the Dollar General. They had these on clearance, so I got several of the 24-inch balloons. I got like 2 or 3 packs of this fringe garland, and it says there's 3 in there, and they're 6 feet long, so that's really cool. These ended up only being like 50 cents, so I got several birthday table covers. They had all sorts of napkins. Like I could have bought 10 times as much if I wanted to, but well, I couldn't have, but you know, if I had the money. But I got napkins, purple napkins. They had a ton of purple table covers. Got plates. These were cute, Paw Patrol masks. I might not use those for parties, but I just grabbed them from that clearance section. And then look at all these fall stickers, 262 of them for 50 cents because they were 50% off. I just got those. I thought they would be cute to like scatter on a table or something. So I got a lot of cool stuff in that section. So, oh, this is what I got for student birthdays. So I'm going to fill them with something, but they were also in the clearance section. So I thought these would be cute to put some little prizes in there and wrap it up. So cute. More plates. Okay, so I've got to get busy. So, like I said, I'm going to have to take like several hours one day probably to go through all of these books and organize them. But for now, I'm just getting them onto this counter and off of the floor. And some of the books will go in the cubby thing because the cubbies are like 2 1/4 inches wider or taller than this bottom section, because taller books don't fit here because this section is taller than this. So I can put some short books down here, but tall ones have to go up here or on the cubbies. So I'll have to kind of think about that when I'm planning how I'm gonna where I'm gonna put each type of book. So like these are Easter books, so I'm gonna keep them together, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put them like right here. These are Thanksgiving. I'm not doing it perfect. I just want to clear this floor. Like these, there's no way they're going to stand right there, so I'm just going to lay them down. Those long ones. The Valentine section, they're all pink. Okay, I'm being really lazy now, and I'm just going to start setting them. Ooh, and these are the, what are they called? What Should Danny Do books that I got from that giveaway. I'm really excited about these. So I'm gonna put these up here. These are probably all gonna go up here. Okay, so when I was opening the gift earlier from Tracy and her family, I left out a book, and I feel like that whole section was like all choppy because my husband came in during it, and then like I was blocking his way, so he was like sitting there bored, and so then I had to stop the camera and he had to get his stuff, and something else happened, and I was talking quiet because I was afraid somebody would walk in. And so I ended up forgetting a book, so it's right here. And man, those are beautiful books. All of those books. But here's one called The Turnip by Jan Brett. And so I'm already excited because I did an author study on Jan Brett in college, and I can't remember what all I had to do, but I really loved the few books that I used by her for that. Look, I love her stories and how it has like foreshadowing and things in the borders. I cannot wait to read this book. I kind of forgot about Jan Brett. I can't believe that. So now I need to start looking at some more of hers. But oh my goodness, so cute. Look how the bears have a picture of honeybees. Thank you so much, Tracy, and all of you. I can't wait to post the haul video. Okay, I'm gonna see if I'm able to move the cubby shelf by myself. I think it might be heavier than it looks, but we'll see, because I'm thinking that I want to see what it's like over here somewhere, because I think it'd be cool if it kind of made a divider to separate the reading area from the rest of the room. But I wouldn't be, too upset about it if it couldn't go here, because it would also look cool here with more books on it. So let me see. Hopefully I can do that, because then I can mark that off my list. Piece of cake. How can one piece of furniture make such a difference? I already love this area. Like, I don't know, it just suddenly, even though it's full of stuff, it suddenly made it feel more homey over there. So I think I'm gonna do it that way. And then I'm still gonna put my purple little things in there, but I'm not sure if books are gonna go in here. That would be a good idea. But if not, we possibly could use the shelf from the opposite side, and I can have manipulatives or something in there. So I gotta decide on that, but I'm gonna go ahead and open these. Oh, I'm so excited. Why did that make it look so much more like a glass room? I love it. So the shelf did come with these if I want to use them. I kind of don't know why it's not a bigger piece of this, because it's gonna look really patchy, and they came folded like this. So I know they mean for you to do it this way, but that doesn't look good. I do know I could cover it with paper. So now I'm trying to decide if I want to cover, like hang these and then cover with paper and only use the shelf from the other side, or I wonder if I would like to use it from both sides. The only thing is this is, bare, but I could probably cover that with washi tape or something. I'll have to do some thinking. Trying to figure out something for these numbers and letters. So this is magnetic, so I was thinking that I could keep all of my magnetic letters and numbers in here, but I don't think I will ever need enough to fill up both of these. And I want to keep the letters and the numbers separate. So I'm going to see if I have like containers that are a little bit bigger than these that maybe could fit this way. Because it just makes it a lot easier for them to find what they want if it's in a like longer thing maybe. So I'm going to go look to see. If not, I'll just set these in here just to have them in their place. And I also need to clean this because something is on it. So I'm going to get some of those antibacterial wipes. I need to move the mirrors. I mean, why did I call those mirrors? Rulers. I need to move them somewhere else. Stuff is everywhere. Okay, so this is what I ended up doing for now. I don't know if I'll keep it, but I figured it'd be easier to find the small letters if they were, you know, separate from the big ones. I don't know. I really want to get a whole bunch more of the smaller ones, so that's why there's a lot of room in this. And so I cleaned these. They were super dusty. And then I found those two red containers, so I just put the big numbers and then the small numbers. So I like it for now. You guys know how I feel about red, but a little red won't hurt, and it's kind of hidden by this. So yay, I can mark something else off my list. Alright, I'm going to put the party supplies in this locker, I think. So this is what it looks like now. So I'm going to kind of organize it a little bit and reserve one of these cubbies for my napkins and plates and stuff like that. So I started wiping the locker down. I took some cleaner that was up here, some really old cleaner, to one of the lockers out in the hallway where some other supplies are stored, because surely I don't have to keep that in here. And I started using these wipes to wipe it down, and they stink. Like, those wipes don't smell like normal wipes. Can they expire or go bad or something? Because now my hand smells nasty. But my mom bought me these mango scented ones, so I'm gonna switch to these because that is just nasty. I can't describe the smell, but it didn't smell like cleaner. So I've wiped that one out and this one out, and I'm just gonna continue down, and I may worry about this side later, but I'll just go ahead and finish these three and then put all the party supplies and see what else I might want in there. Oh. Oh, these are much better. I think it's something that has spilled at some point, maybe, that's in this locker. So I think me wiping it is what made it smell. Oh, I may have to bring like some soapy water one day, because look, unidentified nastiness, and it smells. So I'm gonna finish wiping this one, and I think I'm gonna bring some kind of container that I can go to the lounge one day and fill with soapy water and bring it down here and try to soak that one day, because this ain't gonna do it, and I will want to wear gloves maybe, because I cannot describe the smell. I saw that there were more of these in a locker. These are both opened though, so I guess I can just keep them here. And maybe I should get contact paper or something cute to cover these. That would be fun and make me feel better about it. Okay, I remembered I did have some gloves with me, so that makes me feel better. It's probably bad for my hands to constantly be touching that cleaner anyway, but there's a funny story about Mr. Clean. When I was little, you know, the commercials for Mr. Clean always made him seem so like pure and majestic and glowy, and like his eyebrows are white and his head is shiny and his earring glistens. And I remember thinking when I was little, and I mean I was probably like 3 or 4, but every time the commercial came on, I remember thinking that he must be what God looks like. Oh, it's so funny, the mind of a kid. But I guess it's just because he's always happy and he's like just so bright and glowy. But it's funny to think about God having an earring. All I did just now was wipe this, and I didn't even scrub like crazy. And look, ew. This thing has not been cleaned in a long time. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Much better, huh? So I've got decorations here and the birthday cups, and then napkins, plates, and table covers. I'm happy with that for now. We shall see. Another one down. Okay. I really want to hang the bookshelf lights when I have batteries for them, which I could bring tomorrow. I mean, I don't have to, but it'd just be cool if they were on when I did it. Decide where the storage cabinet will go. I need to measure it because I think the only place that it could go would be over there. But I don't want to block that. But it's fine if I block those two things. So it should fit. The reason I don't want to put it in the only other place that it could go, which is over here, is because I want my keyboard over there somewhere. But actually both could fit because I only have to have room for its doors to open, and my keyboard could be catty-cornered over there. So that makes me feel better because I have two choices now, because I think it would definitely fit there. I mean, it would be okay if it kind of overlapped the border, but I'll go ahead and measure and see. But it looks like it would fit. .37.5 inches. 36 inches. So perfect. I can either put it there or over there. It just depends on where the computer cart goes. So it may have to go in the corner by the whiteboard because I don't know where else the computer cart could go. Okay, so I have decided that I'm going to try to make this my word wall, and I'm going to move this centered between those two bulletin boards. I think that would look good because it would, you know, it'd be like a focal point kind of. And then I would have all those shelves back there that I could put stuff on for my reading groups and math small groups. And I think I want to move this where the computer cart is, and possibly run an extension cord and move the computer cart as centered in front of these two boards as possible. So that will be my plan. I don't think that will happen tonight because even if that's emptied, I think it's just too awkward for me to move, because it was kind of awkward even for my husband to move. So I don't know. I probably won't attempt that. So I could get my husband to help me with that tomorrow. But so that's my plan. So I want to clean off this table so I can, like, it'll at least be ready to move tomorrow. And then I want to organize that back counter as much as I can. So that's my plan now. I'm feeling good. I've marked some stuff off a list. I feel like I'm like catching a second wind, which is so funny because it's so late. But the other two teachers are here too, and they are determined to get a lot done tonight. So I like having some fellow night owls. Oh, look in this box. There's some really big books to go with our curriculum. So that's neat. There's like a lot of them. Really awesome. Well, I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. I emptied out this, moved it here, emptied out the cabinet and moved it over here. It's not bad. I took the shelves out and everything. And so I emptied it onto those desks right there. And I didn't finish putting it against the wall because I just wouldn't feel right scooting it up against such a nasty wall. So I'm going to just scrub it down some, sweep away the cricket, and then put it there. And I'm going to move this over there. So I'm feeling good that I'm kind of feeling settled. I like this here. I'm going to cover up this hopefully, and hopefully it'll look good. And I like that I'm figuring out where things are going to be. It starts to look like a classroom when you get things just in a place that looks somewhat symmetrical and somewhat like they are meant to be there. So I'm excited. I'm just trucking along. The other two teachers are still here. It's like after 1 in the morning, so. But guys, it's worth it. I promise I'm not going to be this way all the time, but just getting it set up is hard, but so much fun. So my list, I went ahead and added the things that I had already done just to see the satisfaction of seeing them crossed out. All right, here we go. All right, it is after 2 a.m. and I just got home, and it is so cool. The other two teachers who are new to the district, they stayed that long too, and so it was our plan to all leave together. So that's why I didn't get a like outro or like an ending in the classroom, because one of the kindergarten teachers, she has a friend who's a police officer, so she called him to see if he could come and just be out there whenever we leave the building, because it's really dark and like I don't know, we just don't know where all the switches are, but I think one of the lights is actually burned out by the door, and there had been some cars out by the playground area, and which is kind of weird because there were people out on the playground and it was not even like you couldn't even see out there. There's no lights, but it sounded like there were some kids, so I don't know, maybe it was teenagers, but maybe it was teenagers only, I mean, and like no parents. That was not at 2 a.m. though. That was like at 10:30 or 11 or something like that. But anyway, so they came in my room while I was cleaning the back counter, and she was saying that he said he could be here in like 5 minutes. So I had to kind of like wrap it up real quick and figure out what I wanted to bring home and stuff. So I didn't get to do an ending because they were kind of like with me the whole time too. And I still haven't told them that I have a YouTube channel, so I probably need to do that. But anyway, so I'm really excited about the progress. At the first couple hours, I was like, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do. I don't have enough like containers, like little containers. I can't empty out my drawers because I don't have my desk yet. But then there at the end, when I started moving the furniture around, I was like, okay, yeah, this is nice. At least having something that is in a place intentionally, it just feels nice. So, yeah, I'm just really excited. I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like I really didn't get like, I don't know, I feel like I just didn't get going really good. But, I mean, it's all part of the process. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. And tomorrow I'm going to be back at it in my classroom. I'll probably do another evening one. I don't know. My husband's home though, so I don't want to be gone all night, you know. So I'll probably try to get there earlier than I did today, because today I got there, I don't know, what was it, like 1 or 2 in the afternoon or something crazy like that. So tomorrow hopefully I'll get there a little earlier. It's just hard though. The earlier you go, the more distractions you have. I mean, everybody's just wanting to talk. It's fun, but you really don't get much done, you know, for how long you've been there when you go in the morning, because like everybody throughout the whole building is there and they all want to come see you and see your room and everything. So that's kind of what us three were talking about. We were like, you know, we really just need to like get a lot done, you know, quick, especially the kindergarten teacher, because they have kinder camp coming up, I think on Tuesday. So they have to get their rooms pretty much ready, because, you know, they do that, and then the 14th is Meet the Teacher night. So I'm excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the footage from the camera onto my computer so I can start out with a clear memory card tomorrow, and I will see you in my next video. I'm so excited.